Hi, thank you for your question. I feel like I should do a preface just because I've been answering so many questions about my detransition. When my liver failed and I detransitioned and presented as a woman for a short period, because I'm getting comments like that say stuff like, "Oh, you're detransitioning? Are you gonna grow your hair out?" And yeah, I'm only speaking of a short period when I detransitioned and presented as a woman. I have had times where I've detransitioned before, whether that be for religious reasons, safety reasons, etc., which I will discuss in this video. But I identify as male now. I live as male. I don't always pass, but I live as male. So yeah. So about 2.5 years into being on testosterone, my liver started to fail. I didn't have many symptoms except I got horrible cystic acne like all over my face. I mean, I sometimes have breakouts, especially like where I shave, but it was really bad. I even have an album for it on my phone. I took so many pictures because it was just so bad and so painful. But I still stayed on testosterone for a while to just, try low doses, to try to kind of cycle on it, but nothing worked. My liver just wasn't responding well. Having to go off testosterone was one of the scariest and just debilitating things to ever go through. And I get how someone else watching this, like on the surface, they can just be like, oh my god, that's so ridiculous. Like, how could that even be that big of a deal? But like, access to hormones is like access to freedom, access to hope, access to finally living authentically. And to have that taken away, especially only at 3 years in, it was very hard. So just for reference, and by the way, I've had top surgery. Anyone watching this, you don't gotta phone the popos, okay? But this is what I looked like right before I stopped testosterone. So I had grown my beard out. I would fill it in. I would dye it. So like I was really passing here. When I see this picture, I'm like, damn, I should grow my facial hair out. Like I know I've said I wouldn't, but damn, and I can still grow it like that. But do I really want to fill it in every morning? I don't. So I was terrified because I was like, oh my gosh, what if it gets rid of like the small amount of facial hair that I have? What if like my face looks different or something? Like, I don't know. Like, I was terrified. In retrospect, physically, I didn't have any changes really revert because this is me when I grow my beard out without testosterone. So pretty much the same. And I fill it in and dye it and everything. But I was terrified. I was like, oh my god, the little changes I have are gonna revert. I'm gonna have to go out in my rural like community not passing. And the thought of looking in the mirror every day and seeing stuff just dwindle away was terrifying. So I figured it's best if I just rip the band-aid off, present as a woman in public, I won't get hassled, and work on the dysphoria in therapy. Therapy never gets rid of it. Not to be like bearer of bad news or anything, but I've been in it for a long time. So that's my story on why. Mostly safety reasons.